Namaste to all, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. My sincere pronouns to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji. So, my dear friends, today our topic is the power of thought. That is a spiritual wisdom we are trying to learn today and discuss in detail. Friends, try to understand. We have been discussing in many of the classes. Who are we? We are the soul consciousness. We are not the body alone. We have soul consciousness inside. The soul consciousness is everywhere in all the life beings. Try to understand. So it means the soul consciousness comes to the human body, living in the form of human body. It means we are the combination of, in a day-to-day life, if we observe, everything, whatever we do here, the creation, the activities, thinking, all this will happen with your own thoughts. The entire creation, if you observe, the soul consciousness, the part of soul consciousness, what are the other things exist? There is an energy, there is a consciousness. Consciousness then comes to energy, comes to the thought power, comes to the wisdom. That means a human being is not just alone the flesh and bones and blood and organs. The human being is, as such, is a combination of the consciousness, energy, thought, and wisdom. It means anything you do here on this earth planet, anything you want to achieve, perform, everything needs a thought. The first and foremost requirement is your thought. Friends, whenever we say we are a soul consciousness and living in the human body, all the activities, physical activities, mental activities, spiritual activities, all that you will be doing basing on your own thought. And of course, the soul comes from the other worlds. Your mind gets developed in this physical world. And the consciousness is in the soul. The soul, what it comes, it itself is a consciousness, the pure form of consciousness. Okay. Once it comes into your body, then what will happen is your mind starts developing day to day, day by day, birth to birth, start developing. As I told you many times, you take birth here in order to learn, in order to pay back your karmas, previous life karmas, the past karmas. For two reasons, always. Any human being come to the earth planet, or in fact, all other life beings, they come to the earth planet in order to take their own experiences. There is no dependency from one being to other being, my dear friends. All other life beings can be an animal, any for that matter, plants, animals, all this. They're all created to take their own experiences, their own journey of life. They are all into their own journey of life. So, the similar way, the human being also takes the birth on this earth planet in order to take more learning from earth planet. Especially when the pure consciousness, the pure soul exists in the other worlds, higher worlds, what exactly happens? There especially, you'll not be able to learn more. Of course, you have learning, very much learning is there in the other higher worlds, the higher frequency worlds. You also have great amount of learning. What will happen is, whatever you learn there, and you want to test it, you want to write the examination. You learn a lot, because in the higher worlds, there are great masters who passed away from this planet Earth. They're all existing in the higher frequency worlds, the higher lokas. They all exist there. Since they have a great amount of wisdom, they're all experts in certain field of any kind of field. It can be a music or a singing or the science, technology, mathematics, whatever it may be. They all became so highly intellectual, highly intelligent when they were living on the earth planet. They left their body, they exist In fact, if they have come back, it's okay. If they are not come back, definitely they all exist in the high frequency world. So they are ready to teach. All the great masters like Mahavira, Lord Buddha, Krishna, all these great enlightened masters also exist, also will be guiding all the souls which are just born, infant souls, young souls, old souls, mature souls. There are many kind of soul stages. Every being will be there. Every being will go through so many soul stages of evolution, my dear friends. So in that case, what happens is all the great masters are always ready in order to teach all other soul beings and which are leading at different stages of soul evolution. So they'll be always teaching, guiding, mentoring, all that will be happening in the higher worlds. It means you're learning a lot, even in the higher worlds. There's a lot of learning over there. But what happens is, for all that learning, there is no test. To write the test and examination, you have to come back to the Earth planet. Without you come back to the Earth planet, you have no examination over there. You don't know what you learned, whether it is put into practice, whether you are going to give errors or is going to be all right. In order to understand whether you have got perfection, whether you are efficient at your performance, or whatever the karmas you're going to do, are they going to be pure? Are they going to be highly evolved? To understand all this, you have to write the examination, my dear friends. That's a performance evolution. The kind of the growth you want to evolve, the growth you want to measure, then you come back to the Earth planet, take the birth in the human being form, in the form of human being. Once you take the birth on the Earth planet in the human form, then what happens is whatever learning you got it will be put for the test. It is put under the test. That's why you see here the various, very different multitude of options, multitude of choices, multitude of opinions, multitude of emotions. And there are many kind of instances, situations, circumstances, which all will be created around you. The moment you take birth here, right from the childhood, infant stage, to the last day of your journey, you will be facing many kind of circumstances, many kind of situations. Can be difficulties, happy situations, stress situations, peaceful, tranquil. It can be a great challenges. Many of the things comes across in your own life, my dear friends. It all is because it want to, the nature, the cosmos, the supreme intelligence, they want to put you under the test. That means you are writing an examination in this Bhuloka on the Earth planet. That is why we call it as a Bhuloka is the best school for you. In order to provide the test and evolve, do the evolution and provide the feedback on the basis of your performance, then you got new learnings. Out of your writing examination, you will come to know whether you are passed or not, what is your performance, how much performance you can do on all the different gunas. I told you there are Ariset Vargas. We all come here to test our Ariset Vargas. Whether we got a patience, whether we got a hearted, whether we got jealousy, whether we got the great desires, any attachments, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, macharya. All these great qualities, all the 6 Ariset Vargas, you want to test yourself, which quality at what stage you are. Your soul evolved, which quality to which extent you are grown up. In order to test that, you can't find any test or examination in the higher worlds. You got to come only to the Earth planet, this Bhuloka. This is the only the stage, this is only the platform. All will be testing yourself and then understanding that so and so place, so and so quality is lacking within you. Then you start planning to fulfill that. You are learning, you are going to learn newly again. Whatever you learned in the other worlds, you are writing examination, trying to test yourself and trying to understand what exactly is lacking with you. Then again go back and learn and come back. So out of the test, of course, along with the test, what you write here, That means examination you write here, you take the results of it, and you also try to improve that quality within you on the earth planet itself. Again, there is a new learning begins. That means you write the exam. When you write the exam on the earth planet, that means you get results. Basing on the results, you start learning in order to become better, stage by stage, from infant stage, childhood, young age, adult age, then goes to your old age, till the last day of the journey, your journey, last breath, since the last till the last breath, what you will be doing? You'll be doing one or other activities. You'll be having one or other role on this earth planet. Basing on that, what you will be doing? You'll be able to learn new things. You'll be able to you'll be writing exam. At the same time, you'll be learning new things in order to become better day by day throughout your life, my dear friends. So at the same time, you'll be committing in the process of learning, in the process of writing examination, and after that, in the same in parallel, you're also learning new things, new skills, new qualities within you. All this will be happening. Along with that, you'll also be committing a lot of new karmas. In the process of you writing examination, you learning new things, and in the process of all this, you'll also be doing the different kind of karmas, the new karmas you'll be committing. So through that karmas, you also pick up some kind of a negativity, some kind of a positivity. There's always a chance, a possibility to get negative or become positive. The karma may become negative, may become positive, basing on your wisdom, basing on your intellect. So all this will happen, friends. So that means the entire birth, what the birth you are creating, or the birth you are taking onto the earth planet, it all depends on what exactly is you are the soul, you are the pure soul consciousness. You are taking the birth on this earth planet basing on your intent. What is the intent? I want to grow from life to life, birth to birth. You want to grow. You want to evolve. Your soul wants to evolve. That is the purpose of life. Friends, when we got divided, when we got born out of the supreme intelligence, like the speck of souls, it means as an infant soul, when I take a birth on this earth planet, in the whole creation, when I got divided from my Purnatma, from my supreme intelligence, the only purpose of my entire evolution at different stages of soul is all about learning, becoming better in all the qualities. The soul need to be enriched with all these great Arishad Vargas. I need to evolve from birth to birth. That is my purpose of every life, my dear friends. It means I have an intent. My soul got a natural intent. What exactly that intent? I need to take a birth. I need to come to the earth planet or any other planet in this universe. I need to go back into the physical form. So that means you got an intent in the higher worlds, that's called causal world. So the soul got the infant soul, or you can say the Amshatma, got divided or got born out of supreme intelligence, started its journey, taking all the 7 bodies with it. The soul, a pure consciousness, takes and wear the 7 bodies, and it start coming to the lower worlds. That means the Nirvana Loka, that is Satya Loka, the Purnatma. So from that, when you got divided, then you take nirvanic body, cosmic body, then you also take supracausal body, causal body, astral body, etheric body, then comes to the Sthula Loka, that is physical body. The physical body can be in any form. The human being can be this form or other form in any planet or any other different loka, different planet. Different planet may have the physical body, my dear friends. Need not be the same physical body in all the planets. So when you come to that means you are coming to this physical body with your own great intent of soul. I want to be enriched from life to life. So it means without a power of thought, without a power of intent, your birth is not taking place on this earth planet. Your birth on the earth planet is not an accident. It is going to be a decision, a power, a thought, a power of thought, a power of intent taken place in the higher worlds, that is especially in the causal world. In the causal world, you decide a purpose, a blueprint for your design, for your life, That's it. That is purpose of life, the blueprint of your life. You make a decision, a conscious choice, a conscious decision, the power of intent with which you come to the next world, that is astral world. You wear the astral body. You also, then after the astral body you achieved, you got it. Your soul gets the astral body from the out of astral world. There's a next to the causal world, then come back to the physical world. So of course, when you get into the mother womb, then with the help of ether, your physical, your etheric body, your pranamaya kosha starts developing. By the time you birth, you come out of come out of the mother womb, then you're ready with your etheric body, that is pranamaya kosha, along with your physical body. Your etheric body is always a 3-inch away from your physical body. That's nothing but your electromagnetic field around your body, because our body is having a lot of pulses and currents, the currents and electricity which is flowing all the time. As long as you have prana in your body, jiva, prana, soul, atma, as long as it is living in your body all the time, your currents will be flowing, electricity will be flowing always, then it generates the good amount of electromagnetic field which is around you always existing. That is called etheric body. It forms with the help of ether. Friends, all this happened, all this creation of your physical body is taken a birth on this earth planet because of your own intent, your own soul. At the soul level, you have an intent to take birth, to enrich yourself through the birth on the physical planet, physical earth. So that's what happens, my dear friend. That is the power of thought, the power of intent. The power of intent works on all the times in the entire universe, runs with the power of intent, my dear friends. Try to understand. You came to this class today, so that means you made an intent. You have a thought, a strong thought. You want to come and attend this class. Then what will happen? First, the intent will be generated. The intent is generated from inside, not from outside. Try to understand. Many a times we got confused. The thought will come from outside. Somebody will give a thought. Nobody will give a thought. The thought is generated. The thoughts are generated basing on your conscious level. So it means basing on your wisdom. What happens is from your consciousness, you are a pure consciousness. Soul is a pure consciousness. And over the so many births, what will happen? Your wisdom will be generated. What will happen is, as you are a pure consciousness, when you get into the physical body, what you start doing is your mind will be developed. That means with your conscious mind, you will be doing a lot of karmas, lot of skills, lot of actions, lot of activities. You start learning. With this, what happens is you will be gaining a lot of knowledge. The knowledge will be converted into wisdom when you put into the action. So it means what will happen is all your thoughts which are generated from your mind, conscious mind, all the thoughts are coming out of your own consciousness. From the consciousness, every thought is generated. It means the energy gets converted into the thoughts. So try to remember your consciousness is the source for the thoughts, my dear friends. It means what thought you are getting the day-to-day basis, if you observe, it all depends upon your own wisdom, your own level of consciousness, how far it is developed. The thought can be positive or great or miraculous or negative. All this depends upon your own level of consciousness, the level of wisdom, what is there within you. So that means today you came to this class, you made an intent, you got in a thought, I want to attend this class. Then what happened? By 4:30 or 5, you woke up and they get ready. All the activities, whatever you have found, you come, you be ready, and 5:30 you'll be joining this class. It didn't happen just by accident, my dear friends. It all happened because of your own intent, your own power of thought. You came to this class. So that means what happens is, as you think, so you become. It's a great statement. One must remember always. As you think, so you become. You thought that I have to attend this class. That's why you are here today. Otherwise, just by accident, you didn't come here. It means the human being has got so much ability to generate a thought, to manifest the thought, to bring into action in the physical world. That is why we say that always remember, you are the co-creator, You are the mini creator. The creator, the supreme creator is always there for the entire universe. And also, the power of creation, the power of intent, power of thought is also given to the human being only in this entire cosmos. The nature kingdom doesn't have any kind of a thought power. It is not given to them. What is given to them is power of instinct. What is the instinct? They follow some basic instincts: eating, sleeping, walking, little form of communication is also there, and little form of feelings are there, emotions are there. In the animal kingdom, the consciousness is at a different high level, wherein you find a lot of emotions, lot of vibrations, lot of feelings within the animal kingdom. You will not find so many higher amount of feelings, maybe the more amount of emotions, the physical emotions. Of course, it cannot express at the plant kingdom level. You can't observe it, but I explained in the previous classes, the plants also got the consciousness. They also can express the emotions, express the feelings, which we are covering in the part of holistic lifestyle. Today also we may give some more insight into that. Friends, try to understand. What happens is, all this happens, whatever the creation happens, you are a mini creator, you are a co-creator on this earth planet. All this has got through what? Through the power of thought. Try to understand. So it means the power of thought is so essential, is so vital, so primary in your life. It is so mandatory in order to have power of thought, power of intent. Without the power of thought, without the power of intent, you can't live on this earth planet. You can't create anything. You can't make your life better. Your life will be always paralyzed without your power of thought, power of intent. That's why my statement is one of the statements I use here at this instant. Remember very carefully, as you think, so you become. So you thought to come to this, attend this class, or otherwise you want to learn the driving. What do? You want to learn the driving. You go to the first, the thought is generated within you. You want to become a driving. You want to become an expert on the driving. Maybe self-driving. It may be a profession you want to choose. What you will be doing? Once the thought is generated, I told you, thoughts are generated out of your own consciousness. It doesn't come from somewhere from the sky or somewhere from the outside. It doesn't come. It all generated from your own consciousness, from inside. The entire creation happens from inside to outside. Try to understand. Entire creation happens from inner to outer. Never be from outer to inner, my dear friends. The entire visible, whatever the visible world is one person. I'm trying to tell you, make this point noted. All the entire creation, what you are looking at, what you are experiencing outside in the physical form is only 1% of what exactly it is there in the universe. 99% you are not able to see. 99% you are not able to perceive, listen. You can't experience. It doesn't mean that it does not exist. 99% is in the visible form, only 1% is there in the 99% is invisible form, 1% is there in the visible form. So that is why we need to give importance to all the invisible things happening in around you. Try to remember this point. It means the thought power, though you cannot see it, but it is always there. It works. It works wonders. It makes a lot of difference in everybody's life. Try to understand. So it means that, so I was giving an example. When you want to learn the driving, what will happen? The thought is generated inside you. Now you want to put it under action. What will happen? Then you go to the driving school, you start, you enroll it, then start taking training day by day, then start learning it and start putting in practice. Then slowly, you gain the skill of driving. It means where it is generated. The first thought is generated out of your consciousness. Then it got its own energy. That energy started working. Then you became a driver, or you are expert at driving now. Similarly, my dear friends, you want to cook a wonderful curry. It can be a potato curry or whatever. What do you do? Whenever you got a thought, you want to cook a wonderful dish. Then what will happen is you start understanding, or you start checking or searching what items are there in the house. which are all required for this wonderful dish. Then you'll start collecting them from market or outside. You'll be start putting at one point. That means you start putting together all the things. Then what will happen is, so then entire ingredients are ready. Then you start cooking that particular dish and you'll achieve it. Then you will taste it. So friends, this has happened because of your own thought power. That means the thought is generated and the thought is put into action. Then finally you'll be getting the end result, my dear friends. This is what happens all the time. Try to understand. If you want to learn the music, what will happen? You also need to go to the music school. You have to go. You have to choose your master. Then whatever you want to learn, the veena, piano, whatever it is, or a flute. You have to choose the right master for it. Then choose the right school, institute. Then you join there, enroll there, and then start learning. But the thought is generated out of you. Thought is generated out of you. It starts manifesting, and slowly with your own activities. Everything comes out of your thought, my dear friends. Without thought, there is no creation at all on this earth planet. You see the science and technology, how it is created. It's all created by one or other human being made a thought of it. Without he made a thought of it, okay, so the science and technology would have not been developed. So that means the thought is generated out of his own consciousness, the level of consciousness, out of his own level of wisdom. The thought can be miraculous, thought can be greater, the thought can be negative also. All depends upon your own gunas, your own wisdom. Try to understand this. So friends, so we try to understand entire creation happens out of your thought power, out of your power of intent. Okay, so at the same time, I try to explain you, we create all the reality by our own self. You try to understand your situation, your physicality, whatever it is. You never need to blame anybody. For example, you're having a difficulties, you lost the job, or you lost financially, or your health is not good. All this is because of your own thought power. Try to understand. That is why we always need to understand the first statement you try to note it down is as you think, so you become. The second statement here, we create our own reality. We don't need to make any others responsible for our current existence or for our current state of living or the physicality. The reason being, you are the creator. Nobody else is a creator in your life. As I told you, even the birth is a creation of your own intent. Then where does comes the picture of others being blamed for your situations or for your difficulties, or can be any other kind of a state of affairs. You never need to blame anybody, my dear friends. You always need to be conscious about your own thoughts. If you are aware of your own thoughts, your thought is always try to remember one thing. The thought is an electromagnetic wave. Don't think in a simple terms like thought is nothing. I told you it is generated out of consciousness. It carries the energy, your own bodily energy, mental energy. It carries, it travels. It means what happens? When you make a particular thought, it carries your bodily energy. It travels far and wide distances. Whatever the thought it may be. Thought may be related to you want to connect somebody or you want to talk to somebody. Thought may be related to you want to achieve something. Thought is generated within you. Then what happens? It is an electromagnetic wave. It has got its own amplitude and frequency. Then what happens with that, which is going to travel into the universe, and then it reaches to the far and wide targets. You want to talk to, let's say you want to talk to one person, your friend who is there in America or who is there in other country or this country, any other state. Then what happens? The thought is generated within you. Then it carries your own energy. It carries. So when it is carrying the energy and having a frequency and amplitude, then what happens is it will be perceived or it will be received by other side receiver. Receiver may be your friend. Is going to receive that into its system, into its own consciousness. It will be perceived, it will be received, You are transmitting, he is the receiver now. So it happens because he's going to be tuned, he's going to be alerted with the incoming thought. It happens like that. Many a times you see, so you are thinking about somebody and suddenly you get a call, phone call, otherwise you may get a message saying that you want to talk to you. How did it happen? Because of your own thought, you have generated a thought that reaches to him. That reached him, then what happened? He gets a signal, something like, he's getting a kind of a inside feeling that he want to talk to you. He will call you or he will message you. So that's how the communication happens through the power of intent and power of thought, my dear friends. So this is the wider form of communication was happening in the olden ages. Even from centuries, from the age old, our great rishis and munis, the experts on this kind of communication is called telepathic communications. Only through thought power, everything happens. You don't have that kind of technology, so much kind of a transportation those days. All olden days, if you try to observe all the olden days, you don't have so much kind of a high technology, this kind of technology and transportation. It was very difficult to travel from one place to other place, all about everywhere the nature was so much highly existing, the dense nature was there. So very rare and scarcity of this kind of transportation and the kind of the old kind of transportation, ancient kind of transportation is there. So that is why all the yogis and rishis, they were communicating through telepathy. Using their own thought, they will reach to other person, the other person will communicate back. That was the kind of communication, my dear friends. It means telepathy is called telepathy communication. So you try to understand. I was trying to tell you. So thought is so intent. So thought is so powerful. It will make anything to be connected to you. So it means it's an energy wave. It's an electromagnetic wave carrying the energy, carrying the frequency and vibration. You have to be careful about it. When you are releasing any thought, be very conscious, be very alerted. Do not release any kind of thought, whatever it may be. It's going to work. It's going to be manifested in the physicality. It comes into existence. What happens is a thought, a word, and then action. The first thought will be generated. Then probably once thought is generated, you may go directly to the action sometimes, or you may go first. You will be expressing that what exactly thought you got it inside. You may be expressing it. Then you will be going to the action, deed. You are going to perform the deed. It means everything starts from only thought. That's what I told you. The entire creation is again the intent of supreme intelligence. It's also a thought which is intended, the thought or power of thought or power of intent of a supreme intelligence which has created the entire universe. And your birth is also the power of intent of your soul consciousness. In that means thought is having so much importance in all the times throughout your soul journey, life after life, in all the lifetimes, the thought power is having so much importance, my dear friends. So try to be very careful when you are making any thought out of you. If you don't have any work, you have nothing to do at any point of time in the life, during a daytime or nighttime, whatever it is. What you must do is make your mind silent. Start gaining more and more energy in the meditation. Go into Mauna, go into Dhyana, gain lot of amount of energy. And through that lot of amount of energy, what will happen is you are slowly getting into the deepest sadhana. Once you get into the deep sadhana, then what happens? You get self-realization. When you get self-realization, what happens is you gain lot of wisdom. You'll be gaining lot of wisdom. What I said to you is Dhyana leads to Gnana. Gnana leads to Mukti. Gnanagni Dagda Karmani. That means all entire Gnana, entire wisdom what you get it's going to burn your karmas. Whatever the karmas it may be. You become the karmic free. You will come out of this karmic cycle, birth and death, cycle of reincarnation. You'll always you'll be able to come out of your own thought power, my dear friends. It means if you control the thought, if you consciously make any thought, whatever is needed, whatever is required, you make a thought. Otherwise, switch off your mind. Never make any kind of thoughts which comes to your mind. What happens is many people used to always think something in a negative way. Always they'll be releasing negative thoughts. They have no control over the mind itself. They lost their control. I'm telling you again, the moment you make a negative thought, it's going to manifest in this physical universe. As and when you make a thought, it's going to be manifested. Then who is responsible for your own results now? You made a thought. The thought is energy form, energy wave, is going to be manifested. Then whom you are going to blame now? Are you going to blame your friend or your elder or your colleague or your boss in the office? No, you can't do it. You have no right to do that. That is why in PSSM, we are very particular about no judgment, no comment, no blaming. Everything depends upon yourself. That is why we say that we create our own reality. Nobody else is responsible, my dear friends. Because you are a mini creator. You are a co-creator. You create all the possibilities, all the destructions, all the results. Everything you create in your life through your own power of intent, power of thought. Nobody else is outside and forcing you to do that. That is why be careful about thoughts. Thought is very, very, very powerful. It is going to manifest. It is your own energy, my dear friends. It's your own energy. How you are giving it, the energy you are getting released, whether you are adding the positive energy, negative energy, miraculous, or what kind of energy you are adding it and passing it to the universe. As it is energy wave, as it has got its own frequency, it has got its own amplitude, what happens? It go on implement, it go on manifest, it go on attract the kind of situations, circumstances it will bring back. Because in the universe, everything is in a certain frequency. Try to understand. The entire creation, if you observe, including animal kingdom, nature kingdom, human kingdom, everything vibrates at its own frequency. Now, your thought given out, having some vibration, some frequency, some amplitude, this go on match to the things, the same vibration, same circumstances, it will bring back to you. Like attracts like. When it gets matched, whatever thought you are making, that vibrations match with the same kind of vibrations in the universe, it will bring back. Suppose you are making a negative thought, the negative things will come. Negative people will be around you. Negative incidents will happen to you. You have to experience. You got to experience. You can't escape out of it. That is why be so conscious and be aware of the thoughts what you are releasing. So let's understand a little more. It is a very lengthy topic. We can be talking hours and days together. But so to cut short, because of our own time constraint, so let's go into the other aspect of thought power of intent. Friends, so when you try to observe, what will happen is there are different kinds of modes of thinking. If you try to see thought patterns, thinking patterns of various types which are available, which all of us will be doing one or other time in our own life. What are the different modes of thinking? Let's discuss about this. The various kind of modes of thinking. So when you understand various modes of thinking, the first thing what we need to understand is there are 4 types of thoughts, the 4 modes of thinking. They're all called different thought patterns. The first way of thinking is disastrous thinking. Disastrous thinking, negative thinking, positive thinking, miraculous thinking. There are 4 modes of thinking. So let's understand about disastrous thinking, how it works, what exactly it is. Let's take an example. You want to learn the driving. What will happen is you have learned it from the driving school or from a master. You already learned it. You are just a beginning learner. That means you just learned it. How to drive, how to go outside with your own vehicle. The moment you learned and you decided to go out, what happens is a disastrous thinking. A person who is having a disastrous thinking, what exact thought will be produced by himself from his own consciousness is, I'll get an accident. I'm going outside, I don't know the driving much, I'm a just learner, I will get an accident. It is the thought which is released by him. What will happen is this disastrous thinking is going to match with its own frequency. The same thing happens when you go outside. What happens? You get accident without doubt, without any question without doubting it, or without having any question of doubting it. It will be implemented. It means he faced the same consequence outside. So the moment you got a disastrous thinking, he is going outside and he get accident because of his own disastrous thinking. This is the form of disastrous thinking, my dear friends. In our life also, on many instances, many of us will be committing to this kind of disastrous thinking. How it happens? Because you have no energy inside you, you have no cosmic energy, you have no prana shakti, you are mentally weak, you are mentally weaker. So that is why what happens is you'll be making that kind of disastrous thinking will be coming out of you. When your system itself is weaker, what kind of thoughts do you expect out of you? Tell me. It's not possible to make a miraculous thinking or kind of a positive thinking. You can never make it. That is why we say a solution for everything is you have to practice. You have got to practice more and more meditation on a daily basis in order to acquire more amount of cosmic energy, pranic energy. It is very much required, my dear friends, in order to come out of this disastrous thinking. One is not supposed to practice this disastrous thinking. Always you must come out of it, be aware of your thinking. Whenever you are getting a negative thought, what must be done? Just come to the observation of the breath. Just observe your breath. So that what happens is the thought will go out of you immediately. Since you don't have much amount of cosmic energy, the system has got very less amount of energy. Of course, from your own consciousness, you always try to get disastrous, negative, all the kind of thinking. To avoid that, what one must practice is meditation, more sadhana, and more book reading, more sajjana sangatya. Do meditation under pyramid, do the meditation under full moon day. Like whatever the occasions which will help you to gain and more energy, mental energy, your cosmic energy, to get it more and more. Whatever the occasions are there, please utilize them. Become stronger and stronger in your own energy. Then what happens is the disastrous thinking, it goes out of your life automatically. You don't need to do anything. You observe many people, great people. All the great people, it can be a cricketer, Sachin Tendulkar, or it be the Balamurli Krishna, that is Mangalampalli Balamurli Krishna. He was a great singer. Similarly, Balasubramanian, SP Balasubramanian. All these great singers, musicians, poets, cricketers, athletes, sports people, they're all the great position. They all achieved only because of their own thinking. Never think about a person having the kind of a weaker financial situation and his background is not so great financially and his family is poor. All this doesn't stop him to go to to reach to the any higher level state of physicality, achievements, parents. Why? Because though his background, his parents, his situations are weaker, but his thought is great. His thought power is great. That is why manifestation happened in his life. You observe many of the successful people. You go and study, go and read many of the biographies, autobiographies. You will understand one common point is all of these people has got the power of intent, power of thought in a extremely stronger, superior. That is why all they became very powerful, all they became succeeded in their own efforts. That is why I stress so much upon the thought power. Use very diligently. Do not use whenever it's not required. Switch off your mind. Whenever you want to talk, observe the Ramana Maharshi, great Mauna Yogi. He used to talk whenever required. Whenever not required, he never thought. He never talked. Otherwise, many of the times I used to see, observe outside, simply gossiping, simply wasting their energy. What will happen, my dear friends, if you do gossiping, if you are talking about others without any, unconsciously you're talking. You're not conscious at all. You're not self-aware of yourself. You're not aware of yourself, what you're talking. What choices are you making in the life? You're not at all aware. You have no kind of there's no wisdom within you. You keep on talking. What happened? You are wasting a lot of your inner energy. Conserve the energy, all the time, conserve the energy. Then what happens is your performance, your thought will be excellent. You have huge amount of power of thought. The only difference makes for a common man, a successful man, is only thought power. Make a note of it today. This is what you are going to take to home today. Message from this session is only thought power makes all the difference in your life. Power of intent, power of thought, going to make wonderful differences. It's going to bring wonderful success. It is the cause for all happenings in your life. So, friends, disastrous thinking, I was explaining you, the disastrous thinking is never to be practiced in your life. In order to not preventing that kind of disastrous thinking, one must practice sadhana, meditation, and be aware of what you're talking. Spend time in the mauna most of the times. So that is what is going to be taking you out of disastrous thinking. Right? Many people commit the suicide. Because of what? His own thought. Is it one thought, it comes to him. Right? He feels that the life is not necessary to me. Because of his own instance in his own life. It's only a small thought is generated within his mind. It gets into implemented because of his own pravurti, that is his own gunas inside him. He doesn't have, he's having a lack of wisdom. If he has got a proper wisdom, he never commit to that. He never commit to that kind of incident and situations, my dear friends. So let's go to the other way of thinking. That is, after the disaster thinking, negative thinking. Let's take an example again, driving. So you became a learner and you became a first-time driver, beginner, then what happened? You're taking a vehicle and going outside. You create a possibility, you say to yourself, you release the thought such a way, I may not get an accident, but I may come back or may not come back to the home safely. This is the thought generated. It means you're doubting yourself, you are on the 50%, 50 to 50%, 50 is to 50% kind of a possibility you have created yourself. That is the combination. 50 is to 50. That is the thought you have generated now to the universe. What happens? You may come back safely or you may not come back safely. There also, there is a question. There is a possibility to get an accident or kind of a damage. You may not come back safely. There is an always possibility that you may get accident because of your own thought. You have created a thought with 50 is to 50%. 50 is to 50, that is the ratio you have created for your thought. May be safe, may not be safe. Such a kind of thought is called negative thought. You're not assured, you're not guaranteed yourself, my dear friends. That is why it is called negative thought. It's not disastrous, it's a negative thought. Still, this is also not required. You have to come out of this negative thinking also. What matters, I told you, only remember one thing. If you keep any thought inside you, that is going to manifest outside. I told you always, the outer is the manifestation, inner is the intent. Whatever intent you have inside, that is going to be manifested outside. That is why power of intent. So, inner is the intent, outer is the creation. Inner is the feeling, inner is the energy, inner is the thought, outer is the creation. So whatever intent you have, that is going to be manifested, that is going to be created outside. That is why you got to be so careful about your own intent inside, what you kept inside. If you try to keep only one thought at a time, many of the times we observe in our own life, we make a choice. We make a conscious choice. I want to achieve this. I will become excellent in mathematics. I made a choice, conscious choice out of my own consciousness. I made the particular thought. Then I start working towards it. But after some time, I also get another thought. An opposite thought I generate from my own consciousness. What happens, friends? These two get cancelled in the universe. It doesn't work like that. Anything which is opposite to each other will never bring any kind of a transformation or a creation or a manifestation. It gets cancelled each other. Try to understand. So that is why you got to be having only one single thought inside you. Every cell of you must be having only one thought, one form of thought of energy, one thought form of energy. If you maintain, I'm telling you, you don't need any great sadhanas. You don't need, forget about all the other, the higher wisdom, higher thoughts. Okay, let it be outside for some time now. Just, I'm telling you a simplest formula to implement to succeed in anything physically on the physical plane. Only one thing is, inside of you, what exactly the thought running now? I want to become a great cricketer. I want to become a great musician. I want to become a CEO of a company. You having that thought, single thought within you, without any vikalpa, without any negative thinking again on the same thing. It means you ought to exist with only single thought, survive with only one thought, particular thought pattern within you that is going to be manifested without any doubt. The kind of resilience, the kind of stability what you need to maintain with one thought at a time, all the time, at a time, one thought within you is going to become a reality in one or other time, or in short span of time or a long span of time. Depends upon your power of intent. Your power of intent, your power of thought, what you kept inside, it is so stronger, having highest amount of consciousness around it. You have created it within you. Now you became so strong in that thought within you. Definitely it's going to be manifested, my dear friends. Same time, if it is the same thought is a negative thought, that also going to be implemented outside. Try to understand this. If the thought is just a thought kept inside you, all the time you are thinking, you're only in that thought, that also gets manifested. The universe acts like a mirror, my dear friends. Whatever you are showing it, whatever you come in front of it, it will show back. Same way, whatever thought you are making, it reflects back from the universe. Universe is not going to filter, universe is not going to meddle with it, it's not going to interfere with it, it is going to transfer back as it is. It's always a law of action and reaction. That is why at this point of time, I try to make a statement which is made by Jesus Christ. As you sow, so you reap. That's a great statement one must remember from the session. As you sow, so you reap. That means what you are sowing inside your own consciousness, what exactly the thought you are keeping inside, you're sowing it. You're sowing a mango plant, mango seed, then you get mango plant. You're sowing the drumstick, a seed inside the ground, then you get only drumstick. You never get you cannot expect, or you cannot get the other plant from other seed, my dear friends. The like attracts like. What comes out of it is basing on what seed you are putting into the ground. Similarly, what kind of thought you are putting inside in your own consciousness, the same results will come outside. The universe works in a neutral way. It works like a mirror. That is why you got to be careful. No God will do that. No other person from outside. Nothing comes from the out of the blue sky. Nothing comes. Nobody comes from the other worlds, or nobody comes from this world and help you in order to make your life corrected, in order to succeed in your own life, physical life, or can be spiritual life, whatever it may be. You have to correct yourself. You have to be responsible for yourself. That is why, as we sow you reap. Be careful about what you are sowing inside. Friends, come back to the negative thinking. I explained you this. So now, coming out of negative thinking, of course, your own sadhana, your own energies, your own wisdom. All the while, you must be in the spiritual practice in order to have right kind of wisdom and right amount of energy. Then what happened? Your choice, your thought, the intent within you, it always will be intact. It will be great. It will be a single thought you can maintain. That stability, the resilience, mental resilience, you will achieve only with your own practice of meditation, swadhyaya, sajjana sangatya, using pyramid power all the time, my dear friends. Then also making your own food, the holistic lifestyle. Follow the holistic lifestyle, holistic food. That makes a lot of difference on your thought pattern. Food is also going to implement, food is also going to affect your own thinking, your own mind, my dear friends. Be careful about it. Whenever you take a non-vegetarian food, it's going to make, I told you already, see, whatever the thoughts you are getting, the thoughts will be generated out of your own body. That means through your consciousness, again it comes to the physical body, then the thought will be coming out. You are the base, you are the transmitter. So it means what kind of food you are giving to your physical body, all the cells, your health of the cell is decided by not only the pure consciousness, along with consciousness, of course, the consciousness plays a higher role, the energy plays a higher role in order to protect the health of the cell, each individual cell within you. They are the building blocks of your body. Along with that, pure air, pure water, pure food. These three are also so essential. That is why always try to have a holistic lifestyle, holistic food style in order to have the greater amount of the greater thinking or the positive thinking or miraculous thinking. Let's go to the positive thinking now. Friends, take an example of again driving. So what is the positive thinking? How does it work? The positive thinking works in this way. That means you're taking a vehicle. Now you are a beginning learner of a driving. You decide before starting your driving, taking the vehicle outside, the thought what it comes from the positive thinking of mind is, I will go back, I will go outside into traffic, I'll come back. That means you are positive about it. You are sure about it. You are sure that you will take the vehicle, though you are a learner, beginner, but you are sure about it, like you take the vehicle outside into the traffic and then you will come back also. This is the kind of possibility, this is the kind of thought you are generated. This is called positive thinking. It means you are sure about your own future. You are creating the reality with your own thought, saying that I will come back safely. So this is a kind of thought, this is a kind of thinking process one must develop, my dear friends, all the time. In all the instances, just an example I have taken a driving. It can be your job, it can be corruption, it can be your personal life, or outside any kind of situations you go through. Just make only positive thinking. Never make negative and disastrous thinking. Come out of it. Be careful, be choicey, be selective. The moment you start getting some kind of a negative or a disaster thinking, just switch off your mind. Come to the breath immediately. Then what happened? That will go out. That will be wiped out. Then the entire your energy inside your vibration get changed. Try to observe. As I told you, all of the diseases, if you compare, all the diseases you classify, 90% diseases are psychosomatic diseases. Why it is happening? Psychosomatic means all are thought-borne diseases. Generally, we say mind-borne diseases. I use the word as thought-borne diseases because mind is a bundle of thoughts. When you say mind is a bundle of thoughts, your thoughts are driving your health. It is creating a disease within you by thinking negatively, depressed, the kind of a stress, anxiety, frustration, with all the different kind of negative thinking, what happens? It generates a different combination of chemicals, poisonous chemicals within your body. Your body is a chemical factory. No chemical factory can replace this body, my friends. It can generate an ample number of chemicals which can correct you, which can cure your disease, which can also harm you, all the things it can do. It's a combination of all kind of chemicals, poisonous, great chemicals, miraculous chemicals, everything is there within you. That is why be careful about your thoughts. Thought is going to interfere with your health also. That is why we say many of the medical scientists have proven that 90% of diseases are thought-borne diseases, mind-borne diseases. That's why they are called psychosomatic diseases. So that's why, negative thinking is to be avoided. You don't need any kind of negative thinking, my dear friends. Be selective. Whenever you get negative thinking, immediately come out of it. Then go to the positive thinking. So that is called, the positive thinking is sure of your the reality. You are going to create the reality, and that is within your hands, within your own consciousness. You can create the best reality, the higher reality, the great reality by having a positive thinking. It is going to surely happen. The positive thinking is saying that the type of thinking, the positive thinking is going to ensure that you are going to achieve it without any doubt. You are going to get it. You are going to become successful. That's all. That is the thought you have to maintain within you. Again, you should not change the thought. Okay, fine. Then go to the next thought, miraculous thought. Again, take the same example of the driver, the beginning driver. Take the vehicle outside, and he say that I will come back to the home safely within 10 minutes. It means he is guaranteed himself with the exact number. Within 10 minutes, I'll come back. So it means he decided within himself with the exact calculations, with the exact assurance that you will come back within 10 minutes. So friends, this is the thinking one must develop it. He's also deciding the timeline for his own action. So that is the kind of vibration you are emitting into universe. So these vibrations will be captured by the universe. I told you the universe is exactly works like a mirror. So the kind of thinking you are making, miraculous thinking, it's not only the driving, an example I've taken, but in your own life, in all the instances, try to be miraculous. That's what I would like to tell you, my dear friends. So if you are a miraculous thinker, what happens is you will achieve what exactly you want in your life. You will decide number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, one to be like this, second to be like this, third one to be like this. You got to write the numbers and put the figures for it. You are going to write the target for every particular action, for the type of task. You are going to indicate what timeline you are going to achieve it, how much you are going to achieve it. You are writing down yourself. Consciously, you are putting the numbers and you will be achieving them. At the same time, be careful about this thing also. You may be doing a conscious miraculous thinking, you adopt it, but at the same time, next after making a miraculous thought, you should not make again negative thought. It will cancel. It doesn't work. That kind of combination will never work in the universe. That's why I always say that there is a vikalpa, there is a sankalpa. You got to be a sankalpa. Always you must be a sankalpa, that is called sankalpa shakti. You should maintain that always. Never make two vikalpa thoughts, one opposite to each other. Never make it. Make one thought, keep inside that thought, live with it, breathe with it, run your entire life with only that thought. By the age of 25, 30 years, I want to become a great cricketer. Finish. Over. You never doubt it. I don't have money. My parents may not agree. Have no circumstances. Have no friends. I'm not much a big fast learner. I'm a slow learner. All these are going to be negative thoughts, my dear friends. You have made one particular choice in your life. Just maintain that. Be with it. Breathe with it. Live with it. That is called Sankalpa Shakti. Then coming back to Vikalpa Shakti, what it is? You made a thought, positive thought or a miraculous thought. The same time, next instant, next second, next moment, you are making a negative thought. Oh, I may not be. I may not have that much money. I may not get a support of my parents. All this kind of negative thinking is called Vikalpa. Try to come out of Vikalpa. You try to be a Sankalpa. Having always Sankalpa Shakti with you, my dear friends. So this is what about a thought power I would like to explain it today, my dear friends. This is much more topic. There is much more to talk on this topic. So with the shortage of time, we can't continue like this. Okay. So we may continue the other sessions. So let's go to the meditation, my dear friends. All the old masters who know the meditation, go into the meditation. We'll be doing another 10 to 15 minutes meditation now. So old masters, please go into the meditation. The newcomers, anybody join, follow my guidelines. Switch off your lights. Switch off your lights. Sit comfortably on the ground, on the floor, on the bed, on the chair. Take a support of your back. It can be a chair or a wall. Do not touch your head to the wall. Only your back should touch the wall. Switch off the lights around you. Be comfortable, sit comfortably. Sthira Sukha Asana, my dear friends. Sthira Sukha Asana. Clasp your fingers into fingers. Keep on the thighs. Cross your feet. Cross your feet downwards. Cross your feet. Try to sit comfortably. Sit comfortably. Sit erected back. Sit straight as much as possible. In the beginning, always you must sit straightly. If you have no issues on your back side, try to sit with erected back. Close your eyes. Always be with the closed eyes during meditation. Never open the eyes until I say okay. Be with the closed eyes always. Start observing your own breath. In breathing, out breathing. Just be with it. That is called meditation. That is the technique of meditation. Just be with your natural breath, natural, tranquil, peaceful breath. Be with it. Keep observing that breath. Keep observing that breath. Be a great observer of your own breath. That is called Dhyana, meditation. Observe your own breath. If you get any thought, cut the thought right away. Do not travel with any thought, any kind of thought. However important it is, doesn't matter. Forget about all thoughts. Forget about your job, business, world, outside. Everything you forget. Be with your breath now. Spend your time with yourself now. This is the most precious time you're spending with yourself. All your outer senses are switched off or withdrawn now. You are just be with yourself. No mantra, no chanting, no God form, no visualizations. Just the plain breath. You need to observe. No kumbhaka, no rechaka, no anuloma viloma. Just with your natural breath. Last 2 minutes, final 2 minutes of meditation. Final 30 seconds, last 30 seconds. Be with your natural breath. Last 10 seconds, final 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place your both hands on your eyes, both eyes. Keep it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly open your eyes. Take away your hands. Yes, friends. So let's discuss about our holistic lifestyle topic, which I posted in the group. We'll be discussing about yesterday we discussed about the message of water. Before that day, we discussed about the memory of water. So let's discuss today the ancient wisdom, the ancient view of this water. What is our ancient, like Indian context of water? What exactly the wisdom related to this water? We'll try to understand. And friends, so let's discuss let's recap yesterday's what we discussed. We were discussing about one great scientist about Masaru Emoto. The Masaru Emoto, Japan scientist, a researcher, he has dedicated all his life. For last almost 25 years, he spent on researching about on water and its basically memory and how it functions, the water inside the human being, water inside the plant. I explained you in brief. I explained you yesterday. Jagadish Chandra Bose, Dr. Jagadish Chandra Bose, he was the Indian scientist, did a great research on the plant. I explained you all already the entire water which is available in the plant. So it means the plant has got most amount of water. I told you 70% of water only, 30% is organic material. Even in our brain, 30% is organic matter and 70% is water. So it means whatever the music you play, whatever the emotions you create around the plant, any good person, a positive person goes near the plant, a violent person pass by the plant, what will happen is the plant will capture. So that's what Jagdish Chandra Bose has really developed a lot of instruments in order to capture those kind of vibrations. So it means what happens is the water element inside the plant is going to respond to the kind of vibrations or thoughts you send to it. So it's going to respond to it, not the organic matter, my dear friends. Similarly, in your brain, so you always feel that the brain is working. So I say that instead of saying brain is working, all your thoughts get generated, all the response, reactions, emotions, everything gets response from the water inside your brain. Because 70% is the water, try to understand. 30% is only organic matter. Even I can say that even the brain dead person, a person who got brain dead, what it means, the organic matter got damaged, but your water is still intact. The memories, the kind of any kind of a past instances will be stored inside that. So hence, whatever you talk, whatever you speak, whatever you make a thinking, to everything, there is a response from the water. Because it has got its memory, intelligence, it always remember all the past instances. I told you, even you filter it, you go through the UV filter, the highly designed filters, water is put through. But once you added the chemical, before putting the water inside the filter, even the filter removes that chemical, but the instance of water, the frequencies of that particular element or a poisonous or a chemical element is still remain with the water. That water is called dead water. The water can never be energy water once you mix up any kind of a poisonous chemicals or whatever the elements which are added to this water. It always remember those frequencies and vibrations. The same thing if you drink after the RO, after the UV filter, whatever the water you are drinking, still it is a energy dead water, my dear friends. So that is why, so to make energetic water, I given some tips for you. Anyway, you can follow them. And friends, we need to really appreciate one Mr. Dr. Ludwig. That is the scientist. Yeah, he's a biophysicist. He spent a lot of his time on the memory of water, studying about memory of water, studying about plant consciousness, the plant reactions and responses. The Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose, he was the Indian scientist. He also did the amazing work on this particular plant consciousness and the water content inside the plant, how it reacts. Okay. And the other thing you need to understand, my dear friends, the Masaru Emoto, Japan scientist I mentioned yesterday. So he also spent good amount of time on studying the miracles of water inside the plant, inside the human kingdom, and what exactly the greatness of water, the memory of water, all that. So one kind of experiment what he did is he has taken the spring water, he has taken the tap water, let's say the two droplets of the two waters. He kept under the microscope. So basically, the kind of the great microscope, he kept under them two droplets. When he studied the spring water droplet, this droplet, he find lot of difference. What is that lot of difference? The membrane around, that means the membrane and the energy field around the spring water droplet is so circular, so energetic, that particular droplet. Okay, and if you take the particular droplet of a tap water, when he kept under microscope, he observed it, the kind of a field, the energy field around it, he could notice the membrane is not circular, it is got damaged. That is the difference you find. Even though the water is passed through the lot of stages of filtering, a lot of stages of purification, modern purification, what we call, still that is not improved. That is not all improved. After the UV filtering, after the RO filtering only, he has taken the droplet, one droplet taken directly from the spring water, mountain water. You could find so much difference, my dear friends. So that is why, so we have to be very careful about drinking the energy water. Okay. So now let's understand the ancient wisdom, ancient view of this water. So friends, one important therapy which you may be knowing, that is auto urine therapy. You called AUT, auto urine therapy. So this was so popular in olden days. All our rishis and yogis, they used to treat many kind of chronic diseases with the help of auto urine therapy. So the great therapy I'm telling you, what happens is maybe in a little less than about 100 years or so, The Europe has started developing it, and they started using it for curing many of the diseases. In the last few years, in US itself, there are so many books released on the auto urine therapy. Let's understand the ancient view of this auto urine therapy. Our great rishis and munis, they have invented this. They have done it thousands of years ago. But the problem is the credit has not come to India. It has gone to the other countries. Similarly, many of the things like this happen because our Vedas and our Upanishads, they have got mentioning about all the great practices of a human being. Everything, right from your basic living, your physical living, mental living, or spiritual living, everything is completely given, pin to pin is explained in the Upanishad Vedas. But we are not having any access, and the same education is missed from our curriculum, from our lives, especially when there were Gurukulas were running in the India in the ancient Bharat. So we were all having the great amount of access of wisdom, our ancient wisdom. We were all so powerful. We were all so intelligent beings on this earth planet. The India was really a powerhouse of superior wisdom, my dear friends. But now we lost it. Now we are all depending on Macaulay education, English education. We are running through. We are just creating jobs. We are creating money. We are just giving basic living. We have no conscious evolvement. There is no conscious evolution. There is only the evolution happens on technology and science. There is no question of the evolution happening in the consciousness, my dear friends. That is missing. That's greatly missing in the current education, modern education. Anyway, that's a different topic. So let's understand, friends. Only one thing I would like to tell you, auto urine therapy works wonders. How it works, I will explain you, which is our own technology, is a very ancient, very old technology, which is taken by European countries, American countries. They are using it quite often now. They are curing many kind of chronic diseases, my dear friends, dreadful diseases. I'm telling you how it happens. Let me explain you auto urine therapy, how it works. See, the water intake, you have no control. I told you. What is the uncontrolled thing? That is source of water. Where you're getting, how you're drinking, that is of your no control. The reason is outside water which is supplied to the tap or a borewell or from any nearby sources which are all impure, which are all dead water. What is only the energy water? Mountain water, spring water, the natural flow of water. That is the actual energized water. Understand? So when there is no availability of such water, what you are going to drink doesn't matter. You are going to drink, somehow you are going to drink whichever the water is available within your house. You may be getting a can water, a bottled water, or outside mineral water through bottles, or whatever it may be. You may be drinking any kind of water, of course. So that intake is gone into the body now. That is a dead water gone into your body. It may be chemical free, it is the bacteria free, virus free, but the energy dead water going inside your stomach, inside your mouth, and you're taking, you're swallowing that, you are not taking sip by sip, or you're taking at a time. However, the water is going inside you, inside your body. What happens now? Because it's a energy, dead water, dead energy water, I told you last time, though it doesn't have I told you last time, the quantity of the life force or life energy of the water is measured in Bovis units. It must be a healthy human body will have 6,500 Bovis units of a life energy. And your energy, the energy of your water intake must be at least 8,500 Bovis units. If it is a energy water, healthy water, I'm telling you, okay? It's not a question of the safety, the question of healthy. Healthy water is different, energy water is different from the safe water. Try to understand. So what will happen now? This dead water goes inside you. It is having less than your bodily energy. What is the energy you receive? You receive the energy through the sleep or through the meditation, or these two means will be getting lot of energy, and that is the energy that is the pranic energy which will be supplied to all the organs of your body. It means you have some energy within your body. So what will happen now? This dead water goes inside. It goes like a barreling, like it goes like a vortex motion again. So it never takes straight path, my dear friends. Any water you put into the sink, or you put into down on the ground, It takes all curving paths. Actually, it has got so much intelligence. Water has got so much intelligence that in the vortex motion itself, it will regain its own life energy, life force. Similarly, whenever you put the water into your mouth, then it goes in meandering path, that is curving path. It goes inside and it goes inside. It goes inside. What happens now? When it's going inside, this dead water, what will happen is it takes the energy from your body. The dead water, what it does, it takes energy from your body. Once it has taken energy from your body, that means your own energy got drained. So it takes that. Then what happens? It goes inside. When it is got sufficient amount of energy, when the life force regained by water, what dead water gone inside, it regained the life force, life energy from your bodily organs, from your system. Then what happens? It becomes a energized water. Then it participates in all the cleansing, toxin removal, and the kind of absorption of all the nutrients into the blood. All this will be happen. Then finally, it will participate in the excretion system. So that is how this water works. Okay, how the dead energy goes inside, takes your own bodily energy. It becomes energized water now. Once it becomes energized water, it participates in all the functionality of your body. Then what happens? It gets out of your body as a discharge from your body, as a urine. It comes out of your body, my dear friends. Now, what is the urine? What is the urine now? If you try to understand, it is a energized water. Though it is a wastage, it is wastage for you from your body, but it is energized water, my dear friends. Okay, so if you try to learn, you try to search in the internet, auto urine therapy. So great number of books are available now. Anyhow, so what happens is, so these are ancient wisdom. The water which is coming out of you, the urine which is coming out of you is energized water. So this is what you are going to feed back. You are going to feed, you are going to give back to your own body again in order to cure the diseases, in order to drink the energized water. So, I think one of our ex-Prime Minister, Morarji Desai, he used to always, every day morning, he used to follow the urine therapy. That means he used to drink his own urine. So that's why he lived longer time. He lived longer time with a great amount of, the highest amount of health, my dear friends. So this is what I would like to explain you. This is a concept of auto urine therapy, my dear friends. So remember this, the great wisdom behind it. One must understand this. Anyway, so let's go to the other ancient technique. That is, we'll try to understand the holy water in temples. I covered this point in the earlier days, but let me explain you a little in a different perspective also. Friends, when I told you the water gets energized because of mantras, continuous chanting of mantras in the temples. That is the holy water, tirtha, we say tirtha, right? So the tirtha is always available. So available in the temples. They get energized because of the great mantras, the continuous chanting. That vibrations will go into the water. It becomes a energized water. You can drink that too. Okay, fine. Along with that, try to understand. If you observe the stone, that is idol of the god, what will happen is they are made up of a separate material. These stones are like Agama Shastra. Agama Shastra defines what stone has got what qualities. What will happen is some of the filters, water filters, they also use different stones. Why do they use different stones? Friends, the stones have got ability to kill the bacteria. If any water pass through the particular stone, it has got particular characteristics. It will add some elements in it, and some of the stones has got a capability to kill the bacteria if the water pass through that. Similarly, the stone which they use for idol, as per Agama Shastra, what they do is they select a particular stone such a way that the water, when they are trying to see every day morning, they do snana to the idol, snana to the god. That time what happens is they pour the water from the top. So when they pour the water from the top of the head of the idol, what will happen is the water will through. The water takes a different path, different motion through the stone. What happened? It passed through. When it is passing through, what are the bacteria and viruses there? It will be killed with the contact of this stone particularly. At the same time, friends, when the water is going down in the meandering path, that means it takes a meandering path, that is a wave type of path, it takes and go down and collect at the base of the statue, that water gets collected. By the time the water got its own energy back, it is activated. Now it is the energy water, my dear friends. That is why this water is supplied as a energy water, tirtha, to all the devotees. So we collect that water, so that water itself is energized water now, because it gone through from the top to bottom, from the top side to bottom side, the water go through the statue, and it regain its own energy in the vortex motion, in the whirling motion. Okay, so try to understand that is also called energized water. We provide that as a tirtham and water, holy water in the temples. So third aspect of ancient wisdom of water, friends, our ancients are so powerful, having high wisdom related to this water, I'm telling you. So that's why all these great practices are given to us without any scientific background. We don't need any scientific background, my dear friends. All our great rishis and munis, they are more than scientists. They are the origin of science, I'm telling you. Next, let's understand there's something called Sandhya Vandana. What we do, Sandhya Vandana, Sandhya means what? The ending of light, the starting of darkness. It can be early morning, it can be in the evening. Both are called Sandhya. Sandhya means junction, my dear friends. So what will happen is the Sandhya Vandana, when our elders, and even now we are practicing Sandhya Vandana, it is maybe in the evening at 6 o'clock or early morning 6 o'clock, whatever we do that time. So we hold water in a small vessel, or otherwise on the hand, in the hand itself, we hold the water and we pray. We pray and we give a lot of vibrations to it. We give a lot of affirmations to the water. So through our chanting, through our affirmations, the water gets energized. And we are requesting when we are sitting in the river, when we are standing in the river and doing Sandhya Vandana, what will happen is the energy, subtle energy from the water, river flow of water will be absorbed into your palm or your vessel, where we are carrying a small amount of water. You want to energize. That becomes a tirtha. So you want to energize the water, you are holding it and you are doing a prayer, or you're passing the positive vibrations into it. So it gets collected, it is going to collect the subtle energy from the river. So that's what happens in the Sandhya Vandana, my dear friends. Same way, somebody doing Sandhya Vandana, standing in before the sun. What will happen is you are requesting, you are praying, I want to live for 100 years. I want to live very happily throughout my life, with all the great riches, the great prosperity, great abundance. I would like to live in my life. So that's what the kind of vibrations you are sending, holding the water inside in your hand and in front of sun, and you are praying for it. Then the sun energy will be absorbed into the water gets energized. So this is the kind of the way of how you will be energizing the water through our ancient techniques, my dear friends. So this is what about the ancient wisdom of water. Okay, I tried to explain you in these three instances. So maybe there are many more instances which you might be experiencing it. Please try to follow that instead of going through the kind of a chemical water, drinking chemical water, leading a dreadful life, having dreadful diseases getting attracted towards your body because of the lack of energy, my dear friends. So let's understand one more mudra today. So as a part of mudra therapy, we are trying to understand Apana Mudra, my dear friends. What is Apana Mudra? How it is going to help you? So this is the one we are going to touch upon today. So Apana means, friends, try to understand what is Apana. So I think, yesterday we have covered Apana Mudra. Today we are going to cover Prana Mudra as per our schedule, right? So what is the Prana? So try to understand this Prana exists. So out of the five, there are five pranas which I explained you. So that is Udana, Samana, Prana, Apana, okay, Vyana. That is the five pranas which are existing in the etheric body. So this particular prana, I told you the formation of this mudra. So it is trying to be, this particular prana works within your respiratory system, nostril, all these things. That means your nostril, heart, respiratory, all these are taken care. The kind of the prana energy, which is basically a source of prana energy, this prana shakti. This is a very important mudra in your life. This works with your respiratory system, your nostrils, what you are taking, breath going on, going out. So that is the actual prana shakti. It controls to your respiratory, your heart, So that's what it's going to do. It's a great important mudra, my dear friends. So let's understand this. Okay. Very, very important mudra. So this is called, so these are important vayu, what are the important prana in your body. Okay. So the formation of this mudra, I told you, explain also yesterday. This is the way, right? The tip of the ring finger and small finger, tip of that, then touching the index, this thumb finger, tip of that. Both you touch like that, other two fingers straight forward. This is the formation of mudra, formation of prana mudra. Okay, so practice this mudra with both hands and at a time 15 minutes. I explained you earlier also. So you can practice this mudra alone. Also, this mudra will be practiced after every other therapeutic mudra. I explained you this many times. Okay, so let's discuss about this mudra. Friends, so major part of our body is Prithvi and Jal. Joining these fingertips, balancing these elements result in increasing stamina, vitality, strength, and immunity. So this mudra starts flow vital energy in our body. Okay, so that means whatever the vital energy, whatever the prana shakti to improve in your body, this mudra must be practiced whenever required, whenever the time you have availability of time, you do this. So whenever you are free, whenever you want to practice, whenever you feel feeling of less of stamina, less of mental energy, you feel like lacking of energy, lacking of not interested to do anything, that kind of feeling, if you get it, it means lack of energy basically. So that point of time, practice this mudra, it will improve your stamina, vital energy within your body. Instantly it will improve. So we must practice this. So try to understand what are the benefits, my dear friends. What will happen is the practicing of this mudra makes a person mentally and physically strong. What it does, it makes the person physically, mentally strong by practicing this prana mudra. That is the advantage of this. That is why every mudra, therapeutic mudra, followed by prana mudra. I told you. So every therapeutic mudra works very well only if you practice prana mudra at the end. Try to understand this. So let's go to the advantages. What are the various benefits of this mudra? So your fatigue, your inability, your kind of a weakness will be removed by this mudra. And also any kind of immunity problems, it will be improved better. Any kind of a tension, irritation, anger, all this will be controlled. So any kind of a urination, burning, all these things will be avoided. And also any kind of a the eyesight improvement, eyesight problems will be also taken care. So this particular mudra is also going to be giving lot of deficiency in vitamins. For example, A, B, C, D, E, K vitamins. If you have a deficiency, this mudra will help. It's more helpful in order to remove that kind of deficiency, my dear friends. So that means it provide A, B, C, D, E and K vitamins properly to your body. And also, particularly, this mudra will try to get a control over your hunger and thirst. It provides you because you get a lot of prana shakti in your body by practicing this mudra. So your hunger and thirst, of course, you will have some control. So you will not have any uncontrolled manner. Okay. So to treat any disease, my dear friends, I told you to treat any kind of disease, this mudra must be practiced at the end. So, and also any kind of a, for example, insomnia. Insomnia means sleeplessness, sleep disorder. You must practice Jnana mudra followed by this mudra. So if you want to cure the diabetes, yesterday I explained you Apana mudra followed by Prana mudra. The same way, friends. So any numbness happens in your physical body can be removed, can be cured by practicing this mudra. Okay. So friends, these are some of the benefits of prana mudra. Basically, it takes care of your prana vayu within your body, prana shakti within your body. So hence, this mudra, everyone, every day must practice. If you don't practice any mudras, also fine. Practice this mudra all the time. Whenever you have something like you are not doing any work, you are in the house, you are traveling, you are in the job, wherever it is, just put like this. That's all. put on your thighs, or when you are free, you are listening, you are watching TV, just put on this. This is going to give you prana shakti, prana energy to your body. It takes care of everything else. That is why every mudra is followed by prana mudra to make it therapeutic, to make it work. Friends, we'll be closing the theory session now. So, and also any kind of questions and you want to express, please express. Yes, Aryan? Ashok, sir? Express yourself and also any questions you can ask.
Sir, very good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Today the topic was very nice.
Yes.
The new wisdom you are teaching us, we didn't know Sanatana Dharma and the Gurukula system of education. We lost it.
Yes.
Due to that, we are modern way of life.
Yes.
And one more point you told me, sir, psychosomatic disorders.
Yeah.
This was ruling the entire human beings, sir.
Correct.
All disorders, what is that? Diseases. And all the human beings were enjoying, but they don't have a self-realization. Even students, they very difficult to keep them in their control, sir.
Yes.
Everybody rushing behind the money, lavishness, sophisticated life. But ultimately, they doesn't know. Again, we have to come back. We have to whatever we did the karmas, papas. Again, we have to face it. Again, we have to come back to the spiritual life. Again, to regenerate our life. If you tell, also they don't understand, sir.
Yes, correct.
It's very difficult to.
The time comes for everyone. See,
Yeah,
all of you joined the session because the time has come to you.
Yes, sir. In that way, I must be very thankful because you has given us a very good platform. Patriji, Guruji, and you who are making us into the satsang in a group. You are given us very good platform to us, sir, to know the Sanatana Dharma, spiritual, the good health tips you are giving every day. These are all very good, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Basava avare? Basava Shankara? Right. Lakshmi Devi? Sila?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So much information we got it from you, sir. That water therapy and the water, how to energize the water. These are the things are really, it is day-to-day life. It is very good and we can improve ourselves, sir. And that is very good, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Right.
Really, we will follow this, whatever it is possible in day-to-day life, we will follow it, sir.
Yes, yes. So, auto urine therapy, that is very powerful. Very powerful.
Okay.
So, start practicing it. And if you want...
But it is one time is enough, no? Per day, time?
Yeah, any one day, one time is enough. It will, you are drinking energized water, basically.
Okay.
And we'll share more details if you are interested.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sure, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Good morning, sir. Hemant here. Yeah, I joined from Sheila's phone only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. So I also have something to share, and she also has something to share. I'll share first.
Yeah.
Sir, this miraculous thinking has really proven a lot of things for us.
Correct.
It might look very small, but every day, if that small things are happening, then it is still good. Right?
Correct. Yes. Correct.
I will want to talk about one instance. Okay. One day I was actually about to go to office, and I checked the Google map, It was actually showing some time. Okay, the usual route what I take was not showing. It was showing another route, and it was showing at 9:15. I should be reaching the office, but I had a meeting at 9. I only said I don't know. It all came instantly. Okay, I did not tell I have to think positive or think miracle. I didn't do anything. I only said no. I will reach at 8:55. That's all. Okay, that's all. I did not do anything. And when I was going to office, I listened to one of the PMC channel video. I did not go rash driving. I did not plan strategic. No, nothing. I was listening to one of the videos of PMC channel to say learn something. I just went. Exactly when I entered the ramp of my office car parking, it was 8:54. When I parked my car, it was 8:55. Exactly. I actually called Sheila and told, I thought about this, and exactly at 8:55 I reached office.
Right. This is the miraculous thinking.
Absolutely. And
yes.
After that, now, if you want to talk about anything, me and my wife, we keep talking. Even if kids make noise, we should be very careful of our words. Because because we are meditating so much, whatever we talk, it is actually happening.
It will implement.
Yeah, it is literally coming into reality.
Yes.
So we are very, very conscious about talking about it. Even if in some Josh, we used to tell something just for the sake of communication. Now we are telling, we cannot even, though we don't have the intention of lying, but for the sake of it, we just tell something, right? So we have avoided. I will not complain of health issues, or I will not tell, oh, there is too much work. Nothing of that kind. We are telling everything is good. Even if there is heavy load,
flow with the nature.
Yeah, exactly. Even if there's heavy load, I'll tell you everything is good. I am fine. Office is great. Opportunities are great. So that's how things have, coming a lot reality, sir. So I thought I'll share it here. Thank you.
We must be conscious in thinking also.
Right.
I mean, generally people only try to observe the words and all this. But the whole topic, if you observe, we give a lot of importance and the conscious thinking. So your awareness and consciousness should start from thinking onwards.
Correct.
Right from the thought is generated from your consciousness, you must be careful.
Very true. Very true.
Not only talking, not only the words. So
before
thoughts. Words, it was available. It was in the form of thought first. Then only the words will come out.
True, sir. True.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Sheila has something to share, sir.
Yeah.
Very good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah. Sir, your knowledge is abundant, sir. I don't know how much you know knowledge, and every day you will teach around 1.5 hours, 2 hours. You have, I can say you are like a Sarvagna. So many topics you are touching, and every day, even though if you know also, when we listen your talks, no sir, our day will taken care, because just we will follow your words, and our day will become very successful day. And I have one experience, sir, in this miraculous thinking.
Yes.
I went in Pyramid Valley, one of the session, 3 days. There will be one making of pyramids and drawing competition was there. Okay. So I have not done drawing and all. I am in my childhood still now. I have not draw. I don't know how to draw. I don't know coloring and all. I just 75 people we were there. So I just started drawing. And after that, I just think this is I will get a first prize in this. I don't know. I thought that in 70 out of that I got a first prize.
Great.
I got very good crystals for prize. From that day onwards, I got to know how much power it is there.
Yes.
Yeah, sir. It is.
Everything is all the thing is our own creation. Whatever in the examination, in the physical life, in the any kind of stage of life, any kind of situations, all is our own creation, self-creation. So self-creation happens from our inside to outside. Nothing is there outside.
From that day onwards, we were thinking miraculously, sir. Things will happening miraculously.
Correct. Great. That's a great.
Thank you so much, sir.
So everybody must practice this. This is what the message of today.
Right.
The message of today is miraculous thinking.
Yeah. And one of the principles of, Patrice's 18 principle is to talk and share experiences. So we also try to make sure, because we also got motivated from listening to somebody else's experience, right? So
Yes.
that's why it's important to tell, so that others also get motivated and things start happening for their life as well. So
Correct.
Yeah.
You must share, always sharing and caring.
Correct, sir.
You must start sharing what we experienced also, and there are good things to be shared with them. So if you keep doing that, that is the actual meaning of spirituality.
Absolutely.
You must always share and care with others,
Right.
all other beings also.
Sure,
Yes.
sir. Thank you, sir. Pranams to you and Patriji and the whole
Thank
pyramid
you.
Mahavatar Foundation. Thank you, sir. Pranams.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Sumangal Avara?
Sir, namaste, sir. Good
Namaste.
morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. You're giving every day the new information, which is very much useful for all of us, sir. Really, it is very much helpful to lead a peaceful life, sir. Like we will be having so many stressful situations, and we'll be, every day we will be taking up a new challenges every day. So with that challenges, like early morning, we start with all this, the motivating, the spiritualistic and the holistic lifestyle, and the food, what we have to consume, how we have to go with the thoughts, the thinking process, the positive energy, the flow of good knowledge, powers, wisdom, words, what you're seeing, really it is very much energetic to all of us, to go with our day-to-day life. So today you have given us the disastrous thinking.
Yeah.
The disastrous thinking, like it's a that shouldn't happen actually. So that's what you told. And regarding this food style, like what food we are going to have, definitely it is going to influence on our thinking process. And you told about psychomatic disease also, like
Psychosomatic. Yes.
yes, psychosomatic disease. So psychosomatic disease these days, though, everybody is influenced with very hard and fast generations. What we are seeing actually today with regard to our students or any of our colleagues also. If we tell also, they will not be in a position to understand. So this is what the situation is going on. Anyway, as you said, the time will comes, everything is going to heal up. And the miraculous thinking, sir. So it has happened day-to-day life also. I also felt many times, but if time comes, I will definitely share with you, sir, in the future classes.
Sure.
And you told about sankalpa, sir, so which is a great word. So whatever we need to achieve, we should have a great thought on that. The positive thinking about, like, we are definitely going to be achieved. So that is like sankalpa you told. Thank you so much, sir. And you thought about auto urine therapy. So somewhere I missed, sir, because of some network issues, but still I could able to understand, like as the water, what we are going to energize for the whole day process. So auto urine therapy also, it is going to be giving us bodily energy to lead our successful way in day-to-day life. And then you told about Sandhya Vandana. So that is also a very good processor. And you gave us Dhyana Mudra followed by Prana Mudra. So that no insomnia, like sleeplessness kind of disease, and as well no, for all hunger and thirst concepts you told, sir. So thank you so much, sir.
You
And
must,
we
this
are
Prana Mudra must be practiced all the time.
yes, sir.
All of us, you must practice this Prana Mudra. So now and then, whenever you get time, keep practicing it. So
Okay,
this is
sir.
going to give you a great prana shakti within your body.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot. Thank you so much, sir.
Right. So friends, we'll be ending the session today. So thanks for joining the session and giving opportunity for Mahavatar Foundation. Namaste. Namaste to all.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.